When I was in seminary, there was a particular time when a priest from my sending diocese, who we'll call John, came to visit us and do a presentation. I can't remember exactly what he came to talk about on this occasion. I do remember he had come up several times before to go over how to do resumes and profiles when looking for jobs. My diocese asked that all of us within our diocese, all of us that were there at the seminary at the time, go and hear him. But there was a little bit of problem for some of us because he was coming to speak during part of our liturgics class, and it was one of the last ones of the semester. Since there was a significant enough portion of us who were asked to be part of this to go see John speak, I went to our professor and asked if he would consider at least shifting the class or even moving his lesson plan. He told me something important that has stayed with me. He told me that sometimes you have to make a choice. So I made the decision to go with my diocese's request and hear John speak. It wasn't bad, and I got notes for the class that I missed. Yet, all the job stuff I heard John talk about over the years never really truly helped me. It took me time and experience before I got to the point where I had choices for where to go to do ministry. Liturgics. Liturgics being the study of all that we do in our worship. That is something that I have not only used in a practical sense, but as a tool as well to help bring churches, and that is churches plural, back to proper forms of worship. Now, all of you listening to this right now made a choice. This year, Ash Wednesday happens to fall on Valentine's Day. And this service will be posted in the evening. This time is also in the middle of the week. And Ash Wednesday isn't a service that we normally do. It comes around just once a year. There are other places you could have been. There are other things that you could be listening to or watching right now. Yet you chose to be here listening to this service and listening to this sermon. This choice for you, I hope, is the same as what Jesus presents to us. Your choice in doing this, I hope, was a way to make you closer to God. This is what is at the heart of our gospel reading this evening. Jesus is calling us to look at things differently. Jesus is calling on us to not think about our reputation, our prestige, or even how others view us. Jesus is asking us instead to take the steps necessary to build our relationship with God. This is what the entire season of Lent is about, really. We are taking the time in this season of fasting to prepare ourselves to more fully celebrate the feast of the resurrection at Easter. We are strengthening our relationship with God so that we more fully celebrate the heart and soul of our faith. So, having made the choice to be worshiping whether you did so in person tonight or whether, like me, you are sick and this is the only way that you can be part of the worship tonight. Having made this choice here, I hope will help you to make some further choices. No one has to know that you were watching this video, that you were listening to this tonight, except for our Father who sees in secret, as Jesus reminds us. You don't have to go out bearing the mark of our mortality and the ashes from where Ash Wednesday gets its name, the mortality we have that Jesus saves us from on the cross. Instead, you can take the time to live into the words that we heard from the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew. And if you've received ashes tonight, if you receive ashes on an Ash Wednesday service in the future, to simply just wash them off. The way the only one who really matters, our Lord, will see your desire to deepen your relationship with Him. I further hope that whatever choice you make for Lent, whether it is giving something up, taking something on, or both, that you do it in order to be closer to God. In the end, that is all that matters. In the end, the only choice worth making is the one that brings us closer to our Lord.